Hi again, everyone. I'm Ollie Matthews. This is Refuge from Narcissism, and this refugee video is sponsored by a contribution from Claudia, and here is her story. Hi, Ollie. Can you make a video on wannabe artists? I love your channel, love your work. Thank you. 5 years ago, my narc borderline mom died, no father. I realized at that time what narcissism is and quit all my friends. I'm very creative, outspoken, open, strong, etc. So envy and hate were all there when I was in every relation I had. No one knows what I went through as a kid. They just see the results. But in case of crazy no parents, you either get very strong or you just die. Anywho, years later after therapy, I nearly forgot all about narcs because I thought I extinguished them all from my life. 2.5 years ago, I started an art education to become an art instructor. Oh, okay, this is where that's coming from. Yeah, art schools are rough. Art schools are rough. Any type of academia is rough, but when you're talking about something that's creative, whether it be an art school, a music school, instrument training, you are going to be, because it's so competitive, it's so riddled, and it's so drawn to narcissism because an instructor like that has just so much power over a student, you know? And most artists think they're terrible anyway, and they have their own questions and blocks, and, you know, it's tough. First day on that school first talk I had with my now ex-narc art teacher. He helped me a lot in painting, showed me a lot, appraised my work. Everybody could see that we had a good vibe together. I thought this was so special. That certain energy, never felt that before. He was a shy, charming, warm-hearted, patient art teacher to me. I have daddy issues, so I was so in love and became obsessive about him. I literally woke up thinking of him. I was addicted to him, and it took a slow and long road to get it together. We painted together and had nice talks. I just loved him over a year. Was in a dead relation, sexless, etc. for 11 years, mind you. Well, that's what they always say. That's what they always tell you. When last May we got together, I quit my relationship before even kissing because I thought the feelings were mutual and my dream came true. A life partner is a happy creative as well, and we could paint together and be romantic. All that rainbow and unicorns. When Corona started, I was even more obsessed because I was the only one who went to the school studio to paint, and he stopped by here and then. And every day I painted and hoped he would drop in, which he did, and I fell so much in love. We started to date. He played the shy guy who gave up on love, so he nurtured my fantasy of helping him find his self-love through my extreme uncritical love. It's called agape love, I think. Long story short, he said after 3 dates that he is 53, has an older lady for tango dancing, and she thinks they have a relation, but it's not for him, which I found weird and sick. So I pressed him to the end. He promised, never did. He told me stories about exes and stuff, and I was in a spiritual phase where you just manifest everything, meaning magical thinking. I believed he will love me and never talk about that never talk about that tango lady again. None of this is healthy, Claudia. None of this is healthy. Okay, obsession is never good, especially when you know you have daddy issues and you're going after a man in his 50s, an art instructor, a man in his, you know, in a lot of power, you know. This is about your childhood. This isn't about this guy or your art school. This is about your daddy issues and probably about your mother issues as well. In school, he behaved as if we were not close. In the aftermath, that's so weird too. If you have a feeling you can't shut them off, he could. Well, he can't. Well, you see, you're like a lovesick puppy here. You can't expect him to like dote on you during class time with other students and with other people there, you know? So you're judging everything he's doing, and you have your issues are in your childhood are not about this guy. This is all a symptom of your childhood problem, of your daddy issues. None of this is normal. None of this. She's also not American. She's I believe she's German as well. So this is translated. He hurt me here and there in front of others when I came in a few minutes late. I was too loud or shit like that. When I confronted him, he reacted very coldly. He has no empathy. I pressed forward. In October, his mask slipped. I think because I agreed with everything. I wanted love and relation. He said he wanted only sex. I went okay with it. We met twice a week. That was cool with me. Plus, we painted together in school. So he's telling you he just wants sex from you, and you're in love with him. And what did you think? Did you think that, and here it is again, girls with daddy issues, borderline mothers, bad mothers, they think by sleeping with a guy, that's the way to make him fall in. No, 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 no. It's not how it works. I think he was angry that I was happy with all this shit. So suddenly he was very grumpy and frustrated wannabe famous artist who thinks he's the greatest genius. He talked very badly about the quality of art of his students and how he hated to see such underlings work. He is a great god of oil painting and blah, blah, blah. He began to talk me down, forbid that I wear that perfume, stuff like that. Hurt me on purpose by promising to paint together and then went secretly alone. I guess he wanted to prevent my work because I'm very productive, and I definitely have a definite process like going like a steam train. He wanted to stop that, but isn't he still married during all this? He's still somebody else's husband during all of this. I ended this after 7 months, played him at the end. He wanted to commit and said in the same sentence he never promised to leave the tango lady. I guess he wanted to commit and never promised to. So then he's not really committing. He's just committing to continue fucking you. What kind of commitment is that? What is he committing to? Fucking you? In the same sentence, he never promised to leave the tango lady. I guess he had her as supply, but sucked her dry already. Sounded all psychopathic how he talked about her. Now it is 4 weeks now, and I can't get things straight in my head till I remembered a video from you about a closet gay covert narcs. Listen, Claudia, I think you are reaching here because you love this guy, you want him to be with you, and now you are looking for any and a reason why he rejected you. He just wanted sex from you. He just wanted sex from you. And you are obsessed with this guy because you have major daddy issues and you were raised by a borderline mother. This guy is not your issue. Now I know it rang a bell. He told me as a kid he watched fashion shows, and in his 20s he read women's magazines because the graphics were so nice. Well, he's an artist. I mean, if he's looking for art, I mean, that's... And the horoscopes, etc. And he did not want to know about the mind of a woman. Oh my God, since that idea, it all fits. He is so misogynist and such a gay person. But Catholic, etc., it makes sense now. Claudia. You're going down a rabbit hole here because you don't want to face your own. I mean, you said yourself you have daddy issues and you don't want to accept that you got rejected by this guy. I saw him online today and hear his shattered voice and see him, and I nearly have to vomit because I just see this toxic, helpless asshole who pretends to be a know-it-all in art. How could I fall for that creep? He sometimes talked about how hard it is. How did you fall for him? Because of your childhood. What happened to your father? It's not that you don't have, you said no father. Where is he? What happened? What's the relationship with your mother? You want to know how you fell for this creep? You're going to have to get into your childhood. In depth. You're looking for reasons why he rejected you. And I mean, listen, there's many. He sometimes talked about how hard it is as a normal man to get laid, incel, and that it took him years and a lot of hard work to overcome that problem, and now he plays a different league, meaning he tricks and learns how to mislead someone into thinking he is in love. Yeah, he's playing a Chad. He couldn't figure out women for a while. Now he figured them out, and now he's just wants to be banging everything. He's playing Chad. I mean, it's a shitty move, and he's in a position of authority, and he shouldn't be doing it. Okay, but again, he's not your problem. And he's not rejecting you because he's gay, or he's rejecting you because he wants to play Chad. He wants to have his wife at home, his tango with you. He wants to bang as many women as he can. He doesn't want to be committed to a new one. Not someone who obviously has daddy issues, like self-admitted daddy issues like you. You're prime pickings for him. I mean, this is like he displayed a real character to me for over a year. I'm not a stupid little girl. Must be so hard to play a role. That's why he couldn't be private in school. His roles would intermingle. Yeah, you can't have your relationship going into your classroom like that. I could write and write. I hope I stop thinking. I soon stop thinking of him. I need to cooperate tomorrow. The last time. Will not attend another class with him. Anywho, what's the issue? Want to be artists who are empty inside and envy people who are authentic and creative and happy? Or that thing with being closet gay? Best regards and thank for your work, Ollie. I love your direct talk and straight and entertaining. Claudia from Berlin. Well, you want direct talk? Here it is, Claudia. He's not the problem. You are. Your past is, your daddy issue is, and you're looking for excuses of why this guy rejected your vagina after you gave it up to him. Like I think in your head, you thought if you sleep with him long enough, he's going to fall in love with me. He's going to give me everything I want. He's not. He never was. Because this isn't healthy. You only went after him because you got daddy issues. That's what you have to work on. You have to work on your daddy issues. Otherwise, nothing is going to make sense to you. You got to work on your childhood. Where's your father? Otherwise, you are going to keep bringing in narcissists into your life unless you deal with your daddy issues. It's not him. It's not him you need to be worrying about. It's you. You figure out your past, he'll start to make sense to you. That's the most honest, straight advice I could give you, Claudia. And I hope you hear it and you don't take it as an attack, because it's not. This is very, very sad. What I'm seeing here. It's very sad. So I hope that helps. Thank you for your contribution and story, Claudia. I really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody watching. Please leave any opinions or advice in the comment section below. And again, if you want your story read on the channel, you have a topic you'd like me to cover, something you'd like me to expose, you'd like to set up Skype, a phone call, have a private video made, you'd like to sponsor a video like this for someone who needs help and can't afford it, or you'd just like to make a contribution to the channel in general to keep it supported, growing, and successful, because this channel survives 100% on contributions from all of you guys. Without you, all of this goes away. So if you like what you see here and you want to see more videos like this, you know what to do with the PayPal and email links in the description box. Also, please like and share this video wherever you can. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and be sure to click the subscription bell to be notified of all my video uploads. I'm Ollie Matthews. This has been Refuge from Narcissism. Take care.